I was going to go across the street real quick, check something out. Now this city truck is over there sitting in the middle of the street. I don't know what they're doing. Putting cones up. See if this guy can get out without any problem. Yeah, I think so. All right. So I'm going to go over there and show you something in a second. All right, now 3 on the end. Boy, it's crowded over there. Just a little something I want to check out. See, last night I heard some noise over there in the park. And I went outside and looked to see what the noise was. And there was this guy dressed in camouflage clothing. Dumping over all of the trash cans in the parking lot. So let's go and see if we can see what he did. Well, I could see it from here. It's just I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. I kind of tilt the camera down a little bit to give you a better look, and then I'll tilt it back up for the rest of the the rest of the drive. Well, we missed that one over there. Let's see. Oh, hey, here you go. Guy tipped over all these trash cans last night. Throwing junk all over the place. Making a big ass mess. Why? I don't know. He was upset about something. Wow, there's this little area over here to the left that's covered in trash that he's scattered everywhere. Oops, the arrows point the other way. I guess I went the wrong way. Oh well. Still more trash cans over there to our right, but we're leaving. Well, that's the first time I've gone over that tire hazard thing. There you go. And now we're back on course. As much as I hate it, I'm going to take the short way again. Just because it's shorter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and oh, almost all at once. And I like the short way because it's shorter, but I don't like the short way because of the way people drive on that freeway, and it's a lot more narrow than the long way. See, I'm going to talk myself out of driving the short way. It's only 8 miles shorter, But those 8 miles add up. Yes, yes, hurry, hurry. Get to the freeway before me in your MR, whatever it is. Hurry, hurry, before that truck decides to get over. Oh, yes, you're going to beat the truck too. Wow. Didn't beat the light though, did you? You did trigger the light for me though, so I don't have to sit and wait. I'm talking to that guy up there. Not in the truck, the one in front of the truck. Yes, I often talk to my fellow motorists. Tell them what is wrong with them. Lately, Thursday, which is tomorrow, has been the day I listen to some LA morning radio shows, but tomorrow being the closest day to Disneyland's 65th birthday, which is Friday, I'm going to play some Disney related stuff. So today will be the day we listen to some LA morning radio shows. But not until I get my ass established on the 55. It's just a short jaunt from here to there. Surely you can put up with me for a couple of minutes. Alright, here I go. Last chance to take the long way. Oh no, I'm not doing it. Alright, here we go. Chad. So I guess we'll start with Heidi and Frank again, and then when we get tired of them, I'll switch over to K-Earth for some music. I'm not sure if Gary Bryan is back from vacation or not. Last week when I went to listen to him, he was on vacation. There was nobody talking, just a DJ playing music. Which is okay, but I kind of like to mix it up, throw in a little bit of talk sometimes, you know. Alright, here we go. listening to the Pipty Pie. Pipty Pie? What's that? That's an inside joke. Don't worry about it. It's not all that funny. It's just like driving on the freeway. Not all that funny. Or fun. Alright. Here's Heidi and Frank. I don't know what they're talking about, but I guess we'll figure it out together.
The next day, and it was still fresh.
Okay.
All caps. She said, quote, "It was clear to me that this was human feces. I know that the feces could not have come from either of Mr. Depp's or Ms. Heard's two small dogs.
Yeah, they've worked.
I've cleaned up after those dogs many times."
Oh, God.
I get what type of people are you? Just let your maid pick up your dog's turds. Yeah, I knew that the feces could not have come from either of their two small dogs. Like I said, I've cleaned it up many times, and their feces are much smaller. Further, I have never known those dogs to defecate in the bed. The maid also provided pictures of said feces, which she took because she was angry about the incident. Like, how dare you? You know, I am your maid, and you're going to disrespect. I mean, you crap the bed. I mean, come on.
That's a load of laundry you do yourself, even if you have 14
That's the day you quit.
Yeah, as a maid, I'm done.
That's the day you walk into work and go, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
Don't clean it up.
Ugh. But she's probably seen worse.
As far as quitting your job, what happened at your job that you went, I'm out of here, and you just left? I mean, this maid, that'd have been my moment, but she didn't actually quit, I don't think. But did you have... there's the picture.
Oh my God, it's released.
Why would I say this? Johnny, can you just find a picture on the internet and crap in a bed? Because that's disgusting.
No, this is, I guess, the
From the
picture.
court trials? I guess it's a...
Oh my God, I can't look at that. Put that away. I can't look at turds on covers. Oh my God. So, did you quit your job? Like, that was just it. You just knew right at that moment. Boom.
Not gonna be here tomorrow.
It's over. Looking for a new job. Not coming back. Just leaving the job site the way it is. Whatever it was. I want to hear your stories. 818-955-5567 is the number. 818-955-KLOS.
God, I've never had the balls. We've all thought about it, but I've never had the balls to be like, I'm done. So, I'm done.
Hey, it's never too late, Heidi.
I think about it every day, freaking maybe one day, just enough one days with enough days without carbs, and I might just go, I think I'm done.
Just do it.
And then I'm just gonna sit on a beach somewhere, just eating.
And then I'll go downstairs to the parking garage and tap on the Forerunner's window and say, hey man, you tapping in or what?
We freed up a spot.
He's like, he's got a full beard.
Looks like father time.
I'm not ready.
Yeah, he's got a rat tail hanging out of his mouth. He's been out there eating rats.
We said, just sit here until we call you.
He's doing the show with a pigeon in the front seat.
You know, I used to share an office with a hamster. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't lie to you.
So, see, if you quit,
Yeah, if I quit, they can bring Frosty back. That's the trick. So you guys decide. It doesn't matter to me.
no, it's up to you. If you
It was up
quit,
to me.
yeah, it was like you gotta have the balls to quit.
That's true. Well, I've
We
never
can't
had
fire you and then bring Frosty back. That wouldn't be you having balls to quit. You gotta have that feeling like, I'm out of here.
That's
gone.
true. And I've never had that, like, no matter what place I've worked, even if I'm not happy, I'm like, hey, I just want to let you know, this is my 2 weeks. Like, I've
It's
never
like
had...
breaking up.
Yeah, so I've had the, just want to let you know,
It's not you, it's me.
it's been great, but I think it's just time for me to move on and do other things. So these are my 2 But just to be able to go, I'm out. That takes such balls. I mean...
Sammy, you ever thought about quitting the show? I'm just curious. I mean, everybody's probably had like a deep, dark thought, had a bad moment. I know that Sammy, you know, is sometimes not mentally stable. So I'm figuring at some point she thought, maybe I'll just quit.
Oh, of course. Yeah, I think everybody's thought that. Look, I've been at KLOS for 10 years, almost 11 years.
Yeah.
Of course I've had those thoughts before.
Is it because you've been here so long, you're thinking, my God, I probably should try other stuff? Or is it something that Heidi said?
You know how awful I am to you, right?
Well, you gotta be around here to be awful.
Oh, I can be awful in a minute and a half. If I want to be. I just choose kind. I'm better, be better, choose better. Whatever that saying is.
I mean, over the years,
Whatever the goddamn thing is.
it's always been something. I mean, whether it has to do with pay, whether it has to do with stress, whether it's the callers, whether it's the
Oh, the callers,
environment.
that's what it is. That's your
Yeah.
biggest complaint about all you mean people. Calling up and bitching at Sammy. Don't bitch at Sammy.
Right.
Jesus,
Want to
answer the
bitch at us,
phones.
bitch at us. But she's just
Don't bitch at me.
bitch at me. Women can handle it. We're used to getting bitched at.
Are you kidding me?
Well, we can shoulder it.
Are you kidding me? Women get bitched at more than men, you think?
We do.
Really?
And about. We get bitched about.
But that's usually behind your back by other women. You never really know you got bitched about.
Or the guys bitch about us. We know.
Well, we're probably bitching because you bitch so much.
Oh, you're bitching because we bitch.
And like, have you ever told a guy stop bitching? No. I'm sure guys have been told that.
Yeah.
But the percentage of men who've been told, hey man, stop bitching so much, is probably 10% compared to 99.9% of women. And stop being a bitch.
No.
Is that different?
Yes.
How different? Like on a scale of 1 to 10. Stop bitching so much, or stop being a bitch.
That's
Ooh, that is different.
That's a 1 to
That's
10.
a little stinger on that.
Yeah. If I'm bitching about something, that
It's 1
doesn't
to
make
10?
no. But listen, if I'm bitching about something, that doesn't make me a bitch. I might have a legit bitch.
No, usually when they say stop bitching, you don't have a legit bitch. You just won't shut up.
No, because somebody who does just wasn't here. Stop bitching about it. It's like, well, no, I'm not bitching about it. I'm having a conversation with you about X, Y, Z.
I know.
Stop bitching about
I
it.
think
No, it's a conversation.
if your side of a conversation makes someone else lead to it's bitching, then it's not really a conversation. Right, Eric?
I think you're both kind of right.
Bitching's a one-sided conversation from a bitch.
No, I think
No.
I think the first time is a complaint. If you complain about
I'm never a
something,
dick. No one can say I ever bitch about stuff. I might be an asshole, but never a bitch.
I think the first time you're complaining. So if you just complain about something going on one time, it's a complaint. Then it's an emphatic complaint the second time. But the third time, if you're still bitching about it, that's the third time. If you're not doing anything about it, you're just bitching.
Right.
The third time becomes a bitch.
All right, that's right.
If somehow our faucet is broken in the kitchen, and I'm like, babe, this is broken. This is broken.
True story.
Yeah.
It's not. It's leaking everywhere. So we need.
Oh, I'm so mad. This stupid faucet.
Oh, babe,
That's it.
I got it for you. I'll fix it. I'll fix it today. Don't worry about it. I got it.
True story.
I got it. Okay, cool. Great. Thank you. Later on.
No, that's not bitching
At the end.
at all.
Again, no, not it's not bitching. Not bitching.
That's just
Later in the day.
acknowledgement.
Later in the day, go back to the kitchen sink, turn this on. It's spraying everywhere. The water's leaking everywhere. I thought you were going to fix this. Jesus, stop bitching. I will.
Wait, no, how many hours later in the day
It's
was
the
that?
end of the day. I'll fix it today. Now it's 7 o'clock at night. Turn this on. It's still spraying everywhere. It's leaking. This needs to be fixed. You said you were going to fix it. Stop, Jesus, stop bitching.
Is that what
I'm not
happened?
bitching.
Is that what happened?
I'm not bitching.
Is that what happened? The second time you said something and then she's like, stop bitching. Is that what happened?
I'm doing a hypothetical.
Oh, right.
So,
It's 7 o'clock. The day's not over. First.
okay, so you have until midnight. Is that what we're talking about?
We have
Well,
until
sure.
my day is over. If I'm the one fixing it, wait until my day is over. Bitch tomorrow when I didn't do it yesterday.
Okay,
Right,
well, I'm going to
right.
go to
Good
bed,
point, Eric.
and I better be fixing my day.
Yeah, but see, the second time around, the first time around, you were acknowledging the problem and you were pretty nice about it. Say, oh, yeah, this thing's spraying everywhere. You can fix that today.
Yeah, I'm going
Sure,
to do that
sure.
today, no problem.
And then you came back, you're like, why is this time? I mean, you instantly turned that, and that was a bitch. That was bitching about it.
Sammy!
You had tone. And it was the second time that you took it from 0 to 100 because it wasn't fixed 4 hours later, and I still have time to go to Home Depot because it's not closed yet.
No, first of all, you were never planning on doing it, so don't say you're gonna do it. That's the reason why the bitching happens in the first place.
What was I
Because you
doing?
said you were gonna do it today. Why don't you just say, I'm probably not gonna get to it
We
today.
should hire that
I'll
out.
do it tomorrow, right? Or hire somebody. But you say you're gonna do something and then you don't do it. What do you think the reaction's
The
gonna
point
be?
is, the day's not over yet, like Eric said, so...
Okay, so you're going to go to Home Depot. It's already 7 o'clock, and you're just sitting up watching TV right now. And I go to do the dishes, and it sprays everywhere. It sprays everywhere.
That I wasn't doing anything from the time you acknowledged the time that you acknowledged it again.
We had
I watched
dinner,
TV
now
the
I'm
entire
going, now we're
time.
watching TV, and now...
What was I doing all day that I didn't finish?
That's what I'd like to know!
So you don't know what I was doing all day.
I suppose you were working.
Well, I was just wrapping you this gift.
Oh my God, I love you so much.
Maybe I was planning your surprise birthday party.
You know what? I hope it's a new faucet.
How does anybody ever stay together?
I don't really know. I was
I
wondering
really
that
don't know.
too. It's a real mystery. Because we know the next person's not going to fix the faucet either. So I might as well stick with the devil and know.
Yeah, but in the beginning you'd be like, oh, I got the faucet, it's not working.
Well, let's have a water fight.
Water fight.
Wet.
Wet teacher. Look at my nipples. Let's go F.
Yeah, oh God.
Oh, you're the best.
The kitchen's not the only thing that's wet right now. Oh God, you're so hot.
Start banging on the sink. I mean, that's the beginning.
Yeah.
And that other story was the beginning of the end.
That's right.
Oh, man. Happens to all of us.
The evolution of relationships.
But here's what you do, Heidi. You get on YouTube and you search how to fix a faucet, and then you start to do it, and she will feel so threatened by that that she'll go, hey, I said I would do that. Get away from there. I'll fix it. Try to do something for yourself, and then the guy in the relationship, which essentially your relationship,
Sure.
she's the guy, she's going to feel emasculated by that. She's going to want
But I think it's weird in a lesbian relationship because obviously, you know, she's a woman as well. The guy is the woman as well. And she
Right.
wants to also have her femininity celebrated. So to assume that all guy roles would be hers, and that she's just the dude and the workhorse in the relationship, and that she's not a woman who has her own problems and her own emotional issues, and she can't get up and get around to fixing stuff because she's going through menopause as well. It's hormonal.
Hey, we take turns. I take the trash out.
How do you do that? I mean, I've been taking
I
turns
pretty
about
much
being
just
on
wheel it to-
hormonal surges. I thought women always like synced up on that kind of stuff.
We're synced.
How could, I mean, seriously, how are you not just killing each other once a month then? You're synced.
There's a little thing called Midol, and you go pop 2 of those, you're like, things are going to be fine.
Really, my doll works that well?
Oh, yeah. I could have never lived
Johnny,
without
you're taking my doll. Seems like you would. I mean, just like you were looking for ibuprofen, all was my doll, and you took it.
Because
What
you had a
happened?
headache, so you're like, screw it.
Yeah, I mean, I probably asked my wife for something to take for a headache, and she gave me Midol. But it's not like I just picked out Midol on my own.
No problem.
No, nothing. You go to the store and grab a bottle of my doll.
No,
I mean, I used
desperate.
Vagisil on poison ivy once and worked magic.
Because you were just desperate.
I was desperate. It was itchy. I mean, now the mosquito bites around. If you're looking for some anti-itch cream, you find some Vagisil under the sink, you're using it. I don't care.
You're desperate, yeah. Midol probably work on you for a
My
headache.
nipples are sore. Whatever. my bites don't itch.
What is Midol? I don't even know.
It's to help with
Feminine pain, menstrual.
when you have, it takes care of irritability,
Like an aspirin or something?
headaches, cramps, backaches, bloating, all of it. It's an
It's
all
a
of
miracle drug.
Oh my God, I could never have lived without it.
All right, talking to people who just that work said, I'm out. What was that tipping point for you? Referring to Johnny Depp's maid, who just testified in a libel trial against a British tabloid when she found what appeared to be human feces in Johnny Depp's bed. And she's the maid. I mean, yeah, you gotta clean up, and it's kind of probably a gross job anyway to be a maid. The things you see, the things you gotta clean up. But then when someone takes such advantage of you and your job and just degrades you in such a way and just craps on the bed without even the shame of like wanting to roll up the covers themselves and throw it into the green can.
Right, just toss it if you don't want to throw it. They're like, that's the day you do your own laundry. Like, I put the bed, I gotta do my own laundry.
No, that's the day you throw sheets away. I mean, you don't
Yeah.
do laundry. I don't care. I mean,
Or at least grab the turd and flush it, and what's left, the skids in the bed, you can do the laundry.
I
It's
mean,
fine.
at that point, if you can't go buy new sheets, then you really need to assess your life. Because you crap the bed one, and you have to hose those sheets off in the yard because you can't afford new sheets too. You're on the wrong path, my friend. The wrong path of life.
That is
you need to flip paths.
It's a rock bottom moment.
Jump paths.
A real reevaluation.
Yeah. So what about your job made you quit instantly? 818-955-5567 is the number. We got Jose. He's been on hold for 10 minutes, so I'm going to go to him real quick. Hey, Jose.
Hey, Frank, how you doing?
All right.
Heidi.
Good.
So you get to work and then something happens. You're like, I'm out of here. What happened?
Yeah, when I was young, my first job, I worked at a fast food restaurant, and I was told to go grab some stuff from the storage, and so I had to like move some boxes. I moved some boxes, and I ended up seeing a nest of rats, like newborn.
Oh god.
Oh man, I was traumatized. I was like, I kind of like hurled a little, and yeah, I got out of there. I was like, I don't need this big tech. I don't need this life.
Quit on the spot.
I got out of there. They were like tiny. It was like maybe a couple hours born. Ugh.
Oh my god, they were still steaming.
They were so pink. They're like little pink things.
That's when
Yeah,
they're
it
good.
was like yeah.
So delicious. Tender.
Throw them in the fry machine. Alright, Jose.
Like little barnacles.
Thank you so much, Jose. So we got Tony and Michelle as well calling because something happened at a job that they were on. They said, nope, I'm gone. Take this job and shove it.
I ain't working here no more.
All right, let's get some traffic, Aki. What's going on?
Thanks, gang. Lucky Kitty Alba here with a brief traffic update sponsored by iaccidentlawyer.com. Things are pretty quiet out on the freeways right now. We got a two-car crash in mid-city LA up the 10 eastbound at Crenshaw Boulevard. The traffic looking good on the eastbound side. Westbound Santa Monica Freeway got stretches of slowing from the 5 out towards La Brea. A crash in Carson moved to the right-hand shoulder of the 405 northbound at Wilmington Avenue. Traffic recovering very quickly there. On the southbound side, you can expect delays between Venture Boulevard as you make your way down towards Scribble. And that looks like a pretty good drive as you make your way down towards the 10 freeway. Had a stall in Hollywood on the 101 southbound at Highland Avenue. That's been moved off the freeway, and traffic actually looking pretty good as you make your way down towards the 4 level. Northbound Hollywood Freeway looking pretty tough right now from the 10, the San Bernardino Freeway, as you make your way up just past the 110 freeway. And then seems to be checking for a crash in South Alani 60 eastbound near the 605. Looks like that's also making its way to the right-hand shoulder. iAccidentLawyer.com with over 150 million collected and 25 plus years experience. iAccident Lawyer knows how to get you paid. That's your traffic update on 95.5 KLOS.
Yeah, if you celebrate your birthday today, you got a Wednesday birthday. And the bars are closed. Well, you celebrated the following famous people, so make you feel a little better. Talking about crossing streams later in the show. Shows you're watching on streaming networks. I think Vikings streaming, wasn't that an AMC show?
So, or History Channel?
Might have been History Channel, that's right. And the guy who played Ragnar, Travis Fimmel, is turning 41 years old. That's actually a great show.
Yeah, that's a great show.
Vikings, pretty good.
Yeah.
On Hulu now. So you can watch
Check it out on Hulu.
Cool.
Also on Netflix, there's Mr. Iglesias, Gabriel Iglesias. Fluffy's turning 44, friend of the show.
And our friend Sherry Shepherd's on the show.
Yeah, she is. And before knocking on Megan Fox, he was David Silver on Beverly Hills 90210. Ryan Austin Green is turning 47.
Wow.
The undercover brother, Eddie Griffin, turning 52. Another friend of the show, that's had to be the son of Led Zeppelin's drummer, John Bonham. Jason Bonham turning 54. Brigitte Nielsen, Red Sonja, she was Ivan Drago's wife in Rocky IV, and Flavor Flav's lady. Used to be anyway. I guess they had on this Real Life 3 they met and then ended up hooking up.
Yeah.
Never would have imagined
No.
that they would ever be together. But I also had a spin-off show called Strange Love. Brigitte is turning 57. Forrest Whitaker is turning 59. Willie Ames, Charles in Charge and 8 is Enough. How old is Willie?
Willie Ames has got to be 54.
60.
What?
Yes. Another friend of the show, guitar god Joe Satriani, turning 64. Another friend of the show, Marky Ramone.
God, we're just huge.
Turning 64 or 68, I don't know how they Jesse Ventura is turning 69, so you know what he's doing today.
He's the body Ventura.
And Rock and Roll Hall of Famer, Linda Ronstadt's turning 74.
Come on back someday. Come back to Blue Bayou.
In addition to her own stellar career, she's responsible for the formation of the Eagles. Don Henley and Glenn Frey, Randy Meisner, and Bernie Leadon were all members of her backing band, and that's where they met, became the Eagles.
Thanks, Linda.
And today is National Give Something Away Day. So, STDs count?
Virginity? Electrolit. All right, the Orange County Board of Education voted 4-1 Monday evening to allow schools to reopen next month with in-person instruction. Students and teachers can choose to attend classes without masks, and no social distancing is required. A group of parents and teachers gathered outside Monday evening, doing a protest, protesting the idea of children returning to school without safety precautions. Some parents, however, were at the meeting in support of the Board of Education's decision to start school with in-person instruction. Last month, the Board of Education held a meeting with experts who concluded that students wearing a mask is not only difficult, but may be harmful over time. It also stated that social distancing of children and reduction of classroom size census may be considered, but not vital to implement for school-aged children. If a school district is unable or unwilling to reopen schools in a manner that resumes a typical classroom environment and school atmosphere, parents should be allowed to send their children to another school district or even a charter school that will provide that preferred education, these school experts wrote. In fact, many parents stated they will opt for private schools or even homeschooling if their child does not have a typical interactive academic classroom environment. The panel also concluded that teachers are more at risk of getting sick not from the students, but from other teachers or other staff members. So weigh in on that, see how you feel about that. The Trump administration on Tuesday rescinded a policy that would have stripped visas from international students whose courses moved exclusively online amid the coronavirus pandemic. The move comes after the policy announcement last week sparked a flurry of litigation, beginning with a suit brought by Harvard University and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, otherwise known as MIT, followed by California's public colleges, and later a coalition of 17 states. Judge Allison Burroughs, who's a federal district judge in Boston, was expected to preside over oral arguments at the Harvard-MIT case, made a surprise announcement at the beginning of the court proceedings yesterday. She said, "I have been informed by the parties and they have come to a resolution. They will return to status quo." The latest development cancels a move the U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement announced last week that international students whose courses moved entirely online would be required to depart the country or transfer schools, and reinstates earlier plan to grant exemptions to student visa holders. In March, as the government scrambled to prepare for the public health crisis, ICE offered a reprieve to student visa holders who are normally required to attend in-person classes to remain in the country. ICE reversed itself with a little warning last week, saying that any student visa holders in the U.S. would have to leave the country if their schools held classes entirely online. Well, the universities accused the administration of committing several violations of federal law known as the Administrative Procedure Act, which concerns how certain decision-making power resides with federal agencies. At issue was whether ICE's new policy was legally justified or if it was arbitrary and thus illegal under the Act. So student visa holders are safe for now. Beat the heat and hydrate in an instant with Electrolit. Electrolit's great flavors and scientifically superior hydration formula help you recover quicker on a hot day and during long workouts. Electrolit works in an instant to bring you perfect balance. Electrolit. That's your news.
Well, Heidi, not eating carbs, doing the keto diet, and it's coming out. We can hear it in her tone. 909 says, "Good God, Heidi, take an effing drink and eat a pita chip."
I'm going to tonight.
562 says, "Maybe Heidi's craving carbs again because her wife got rid of her yeast infection."
Oh,
wow.
My God. And I love, you know how much I love sourdough bread.
This is grossly hilarious.
It really is.
Let's see. My girl lost 24 pounds on keto while drinking White Claws every night. See?
Wow.
Heidi only had 2 pounds of water weight. That leaves the other 398 is what? How do you buy keto bread at Sprouts called Chompies? It's 1 net carb per slice. That's got to be delicious, man.
Chompies. But if it's made from almond flour, I can't eat it.
909, Heidi adopts the dog versions of herself that no one wants.
You know what? Maybe that is true.
Damn, Heidi, he was angry. I like this version of you. You're on it today. It's from the 805. Angry.
Carb-free Heidi. That's just who she is.
I mean, I think...
What a delight.
I think it's natural. For people that are trying to change habits, like if you're a smoker, you quit smoking, that's, you know, you've been around people who tried to quit smoking and they just got that edge on.
Everybody who does this goes, no, I mean, it will pass, it'll get out of your system, and eventually you'll embrace it, it'll be wonderful. I'm not there yet. Not there yet.
Let's see, 562 says, "Women get bitched at and about more because they're so bitchy all the time."
Oh my God.
That's someone's theory, it's not mine. someone forces. I didn't have the balls to quit. I had my friend quit for me over the phone. Got drunk and had the best day of freedom.
All my work pretend you're being quit.
I'm sure. It's like, could you go break up with that person for
Yeah,
me?
right. What is this, 4th grade? He wants to break up with you.
In a
Okay.
relationship with the 4th grade, that was more of a 7th grade move for me.
No.
4th grade, you were an old soul.
You went with people in the 4th grade. It didn't mean anything.
No,
Like, will you go with her and you're
I
like,
started dating people early, like kindergarten to 2nd grade, and then I
How are you coming to
I
me?
had some freedom years,
You
3rd
took a
grade to like 6th grade. Okay, I was
Okay.
like,
just,
out there on my own.
yeah, some you time, sow your oats, you know.
Yeah.
Find out who you are.
Yeah, just freedom. Don't be tied down.
Of course, yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, before we go to break, remind you what we're talking about. The Johnny Depp libel trial's going on, and I guess the big story in that trial is the mystery turd in the bed. And Johnny's maid took the stand and said, yeah, she found what looked like a human turd. And she's used to picking up the dog turds they have tiny dogs. So she's like, I knew it wasn't one of theirs, and they don't even poop in the bed themselves. I've never known those dogs to do that. And she took a picture of it that Johnny showed us. Thanks, Johnny Gross. But that's the day I think that maid quits.
Oh.
When you find a human turd in the bed, they didn't bother
So
clean it up, and
disrespectful,
just disrespecting you and your job and your lot in life. So what made you realize this is not a job for me, and you quit that day? 818-955-5567, 818-955-KLOS. Taking your calls from Terry, Tony, and Michelle, and more after the break.
I don't think so. That's enough turd humor. Let's switch over to K-Earth, my 101 station, Chad. See what they're doing.
You may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. You may find yourself in another part of the world. You may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile. You may find yourself in a beautiful house.
FM and HD, Los Angeles.
A radio.com original. Summerside.
I love summer.
Oh, it's hot.
Summertime. In Southern California. LA and Orange County. start up your... Don't you worry, Lisa Stanley will be back to do that in person next week. 800-232-KRTH, our number for anything else you need today.
Well, I'm not going to risk listening to the Rolling Stones because I might have to end up erasing it anyway. I heard that Aha song on the way to work. Now I gotta listen to it on the way from work. Can't escape Aha. Aha! I just remembered something I gotta get over. I don't want to pull the same stupid stunt that I pulled yesterday where I forgot to get over and change freeways. I ended up having to double back, which was embarrassing. But it was was your fault because I was talking to you. Well, there, now I'm in position to get on the proper freeway. So what I was doing yesterday is I was over here where I should be. Actually, I was over here where I should be, and I started talking about something or thinking about something or whatever I did wrong, and I kept going straight instead of doing this. There, now I've done it correctly. Alright, well, since we're not going to hear the Stones, I'll just switch on the CD I have in here. The Monkees! Saving the day again!
Times
was going to wait, get gas tomorrow, but looking at my gas gauge, I think maybe I shouldn't risk it. It's just a little bit over the halfway mark, and I can't trust my gas gauge when it gets to the halfway mark. For all I know, I've only got a quarter of a tank. If I don't get gas now, I might end up running low on the way back tomorrow. So, here we go. Into Valero. That worked out pretty cool. Should I put on a mask, schmask? Yeah, I'll put on a mask, schmask. What the hell? What else have I got to do, right? So open the bag and pull out a mask, put it on. There's a little kid in the truck over there. I don't want her parents to get all pissed off. But of course the kid isn't wearing a mask. But I have to. Yes, I want a receipt. Chad wants to see Mr. Ticket. That's right now. Come on now, Mr. Ticket. Look at this little kid staring at us. Stop staring at us, little kid. See her in the truck, in the back of the truck? She's been staring at me the whole time I was getting gas. I guess I'm that fascinating in my mask schmask. Alright, we better get going. Chad's not going to get a 3 at the end. Well, he probably will. Because, well, for one thing, the last song we're going to listen to is track number 3 on the CD. Alright, now, track number 3.
I'll be true to you, yes I will. I'll be true to you. dream that you have, I'll fulfill. I never promised this to anyone before, but I'll be true. Yes, I'll be true. Yes, I will. I'll be true to you. Yes, I will. Every dream that you have, I'll fulfill. I never promised this to anyone before, but I'll be true. Yes, I'll do you. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Yes, I will.
Thank you, Davy and the monkeys, for saving me. Okay. Hey, we did this in just a little under an hour. How about that? Deuces. Peace out. Peace T out. IBC root beer out. 10-4 over and out. 7:22 and out, Chad. Come on, 3. I want to do 1 hour and 33 seconds. But I needed to change to 7:23. Bye. Click.